Devastation, destruction and catastrophe. Severe flooding continues to wreak havoc in Germany. 93 people have died and hundreds more are missing, while thousands have been evacuated. Authorities are struggling to rescue around 1,300 people currently stranded. The scale of flooding and rainfall hasn't been witnessed in Europe in almost 100 years. And in the latest development, a deadly landslide has left several people dead in the Rhine-Westphalia area. The area remains the hardest hit. Authorities have confirmed that while some houses have been swept away, some have also collapsed. The death toll has now reached 43 there, up from 31. A state of emergency has been declared in Hagen, a city with a population of 180,000 people in North Rhine-Westphalia. The situation in Hagen worsened after the river burst its banks. Around 1,000 emergency services personnel have been drawn to help the hardest hit district. The German Chancellor, Angela Merkel, who's currently on a tour in the US, has expressed her sorrow.
Peaceful places are experiencing a catastrophe in these hours. One can only say a tragedy. Heavy rain and flooding only describe this insufficiently. It is simply a catastrophe. I am shocked by the reports I am receiving from the towns underwater in which people in great need climbed onto their roofs to save themselves and hopefully will be rescued. I am grieving those who lost their lives in this catastrophe. We still don't know the number, but it will be many, some in basement of their houses, some as firemen attempting to bring others into safety. I extend my deep condolences to their family.
This is how Germany looks after the devastating floods. Roads are inundated, streets have turned into streams, villages and even regions have been cut off after floodwaters and landslides, leaving the roads impassable, while houses that have been left standing are now inhabitable.
Overnight they were upstairs and it was dark because there was no light, no power, and there was also no phone connection, so we tried to reach them all night and it was very hard to get them.
Around 4 a.m. the water started rising from over there. I told my partner and we are able to move the car out and quickly move a few things upstairs. But then we had to go as the waters rose so quickly inside the house. As we left, the water was up to here on me.
Rescue operations are being marred by the high speed of water. Operations are also being hampered by roads, phones and internet outages. At least 200,000 households in Western Germany have been left without electricity. Hundreds of people trapped in their houses are being evacuated from their rooftops. Helicopters from several states are flying over affected regions, trying to locate and rescue stranded people. The German military has deployed additional soldiers in many areas, with at least 850 soldiers now assisting the rescue operations. And the catastrophe is far from over. The water level in the Rhine River and its tributaries are continuing to rise dangerously. There's more rain forecast in several parts of Western Germany too. Germany's neighbours are also reeling from heavy floods. In Belgium, 9 people have died due to the torrential rain and many more remain missing. Horrifying footage of devastation have emerged from Belgium. A 15-year-old girl went missing after being swept away by river waters. Drone footage showed the extent of flood damage in the small Belgian town of Esno, as heavy rainfall caused water levels to rise in large parts of the south of the country. The video on your screens shows cars submerged in water and flooded streets and shops in the Tilf area of the town. Flooded streets caused chaos in the Belgian city of Verviers after record rainfall in Western Europe caused rivers to burst their banks. Video and photos showed cars submerged by floodwater, with a line of vehicles becoming interlocked with one another on a main street. Downstream in the Netherlands, flooding rivers damaged many houses in the southern province of Limburg. Houses were reduced to piles of debris and broken beams. Roads were blocked by wreckage and fallen trees. Dutch authorities were seen evacuating a care home for the elderly in the southern Netherlands too. Police and emergency responders evacuated the residents amid fears that essential supplies such as electricity and gas would break down.